today. Yes, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. Just a moment. Let me say this. Just a moment. So this morning we are going to go through some of the things, as we all know what is going on. We all know what is happening because I have seen many people as they are rejoicing about the, invitation of different prime minister. They are all rejoicing, celebrating, and they are happy with everything that is going on according to them. Today is okay. But Fulani have resumed work. Fulani have resumed attack in Igbo land, especially in Enugu state. I have not seen any of them. I have not seen anybody from DOS and government, because we have seen the report from Petamba and Namor Kano's families, Namor Kano's wife, Namor Kano's brother, Namor Kano's in-law. These are people that their attitude have made me to start questioning everything that IPOB represents. I am not saying that Masamokan is should not be trusted or anything. What I'm saying is that we need more clarity. We need more clarity, and I will tell you my reasons. Sometimes when you hear people telling you that you don't know what you are saying, Masamokan that IPOB is a non-violent agitation and all that, because I listened to Mayegu. I listened to Mayegu and I felt like that reminds me of Mayegu's comment on Koiki. Do you understand? He's a brilliant guy. I like Mayegu as a person. But I love Koiki. I'm not trying to tell you to follow my own believe or what I feel about, but I think that what is good is good. Diana is here, my sister. Good morning, Kai report, and every genuine Biafrans that knows what freedom means in the lives of people, in people's life. Thank you so much, my sister. Nice to have you. Thank you for joining us this morning, this Saturday morning, and we are here to debunk and to explain, to analyze and to reason together what we all have seen going on, especially after the Biafran Prime Minister's disappearance, which are yet to prove many things are yet to unveil. And if I don't like Mas Namorikan, I don't like somebody, but in fact, if I don't like anything in Biafran agitation or freedom of people, do you understand? Because the way I feel about Igbo people, the pending doom that is waiting or against Igbo people, is still the same way I feel about the Yorubas and what is waiting. Forget about the current government that comes, the leadership of Nigeria today, the presidents and everything are Southwest. Do you understand? Just like Tinubu have, represented the Northerners, and Yorubas are now at the helm of affair. These are things we need to understand, that even as an Igbo person, there's no hope for you. And we are getting used to that. We are getting used to that because a child who have seen his father being disgraced and beaten up, and he don't have what it takes to defend himself. That thing you grow up as a child knowing fully well that your father is a nobody in the society, that people can beat your child up, your father up without anybody to question. Do you understand? Seeing all those things will make you to feel like I am not, a full bona fide citizen of the community. That your right has been, deprived. That you have a limit chance to excel. Yorubas now are, like I said, they are doing all they can to represent their people in Nigerian political space. So whether you are bringing the Duduwa or not to do, they must finish this tenure. And yes, you one may say, yeah, but their people are hungry, their people are this and that. That is you are trying to console yourself by that. The truth of the matter is that they are now in the hem of affair of Nigerian politics. And the same thing that Tinubu did, the Buhari did, is what Tinubu is doing now. In fact, he's doing it in an advanced way. Buhari used to borrow money. Tinubu is borrowing money. Buhari used to put his people in every government, at helm of affair, every department in government, all Fulani, all are Fulani. Now, Yorubas are doing the same thing. Why I'm saying this is for you to understand that the condition of, because sometimes when you want to express your feelings and how how painful it is to be in Nigeria as an able person, some people don't understand it because your region is doing what they can do and they're representing you very, very well. You don't lack anything. You don't know what humiliation means. There's no way you put yourself in our shoe for you to feel what you're feeling. It is impossible. Now, people from our tribe, Igbos, were celebrating and rejoicing about. Few of them, not all. Don't get me wrong. Few of them were rejoicing and celebrating about the, interrogation going on with Biafran Prime Minister. They don't care to understand what people actually see that make people to believe and to feel that the best way to do this thing is to make sure that you defend yourself. They are all telling you that everything is about Simon Ekpa committing this and committing that. It is very, very laughable. Somebody who stays far away from Igbo land, who have never for once been in Igbo land, to tell you how things are being done in Igbo land. It is true that in a movement like a Biafran issue and in a conditioned environment like Nigeria, people that will be in support and people that will be against will be there. You cannot, there's no way you eradicate everything. How can people who live in Igbo land, who are partaker of the condition of everything that is going on in Igbo land, come out and tell you, this is what we are facing on daily basis? You're trying to play it down and trying to exonerate what you think or what you feel or what you read on social media, believing that is the fact. We have seen many commentators from southeastern part of Nigeria, Biafra land, telling you that one of the insecurity in Nigeria, in Igbo land today, in Biafra land, is militarization of the region. Like the checkpoint and the activities of the Nigerian army in our land is uncalled for. That there's no reason for that. You from far away, in your Arise TV, in your base in Germany, in your base in Europe, in your base in Asia, in your base in some far away other African countries and Caribbeans, you'll be busy. That some Ekpa have destroyed our land, some people have destroyed our region, some people have done this and have done that. So you know what is going on in our land more than people that sleep and wake up in our land. The problem with people in Nigeria is that they only care for themselves, for themselves, personally interests, and that cannot speak for everyone else. You are right. You are right. That's the major problem. Only me, only me, only me. What I will get, what I feel. You know, I that's why I always don't talk much about Yoruba, Oduduwan freedom fighters or Oduduwan nation, because there are many things that I don't know. I can only tell you what I feel. That's why sometimes if I'm making a commenting on something, I will tell you this is my personal opinion, so that you are not going to say, "Oh, Igbo people have said this," because we need to learn how to differentiate what we think and what others actually think. Your personal opinion shouldn't, dominate. You cannot use your personal feelings to, put it as if everybody is in line with what you're saying. Now, back to what I was saying. A lot of them, while they're celebrating, they keep on contradicting each other. I don't know if you have noticed that. They keep on contradicting each other. One worst thing that will happen to anybody or a group of people is people who don't know when to do propaganda and when not to, when to focus on the reality and when to say, do your propaganda to achieve what you think that what you feel that you can achieve, which happen to be temporal. PM have been called for interrogation according to the information, and maybe he had been restricted from using social media because from what I was told, or what you can see on social media, that whenever that kind of thing happened in a country like Finland, that the person will not stay in police custody for more than 4 days. I think I shared the video here, okay, in our main platform, okay, that it can only last high maximum 4 days. The person will not go home, and for pending for that investigation if need be. But he have not come online to do anything. So the jubilation and the propaganda, when you hear Nigerian government or Nigerian media telling you that PM is that he's a content creator, they will try to undermine everything. Everything that I was during the time of Mas Kano and his own issue. In fact, I attempted to fall to that, like believing most of the things that the media platform in Nigerian or says. But I am now living with the lesson learned from what Master Kano, his case have shown to us, that these people can go as far as telling you something that never exists or that has no link, and they will paint it as if that is not well. And that brings me to the trending fake news that Simon Ekpa denied being the prime minister. The question is, are you prime minister of IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra? As an organization, he said no. That's what I heard, though. I don't know if that is true or not. That question does not mean that he said he's not prime minister. We need to understand this, because IPOB have petition, they have their own petition in Finland already. Remember when Asari Dokobo said that IPOB have petition Finnish government about Simon Ekpa? So petition a PM from IPOB as an organization, they always maintain, because I was not taking that their comment serious before, like that IPOB is an organization. It is an organization, but the meaning of that IPOB have gone in a very long way to deceive many people. Why do I say so? Every Igbo person, and that is why they themselves were the one preaching that, telling you that IPOB means indigenous people of Biafra. That if you are indigenous, of course you are an IPOB member. And we believe that. Little did we know that you have to go through some process to become official member of that. But your name is scam. You said indigenous people of Biafra. Automatically, anybody that comes from that region, whether you like it or not, you are being born from this region, you are an IPOB member. We did not know that. They still went, they went behind to plan another thing that says IPOB oath member, family member. Even when you hear family member, you think that it's just on. They already mean it. You have to. So as I am now, if you ask me, are you an IPOB member? I will tell you I'm not. Do you understand it? Because I'm not an oath member of whatever. I'm not. I cannot be a member. And with this kind of hatred that you guys are displaying, I will never ever be a part or a partaker of such a group. I have to see something different before that. Because you cannot tell me that you are an IPOB member and that is all. I mean, everybody must have been to that. If PM actually said no, I think he answered well. Because if he said yes, if he had said yes, it automatically means that he chose to be prime minister when these people as a group have not approved that. But what are we seeing on social media and the Nigerian news? That he denied being prime minister. That he denied. And that brings me to what they have what they have already said on Mazamakana, similar thing, the same thing, nothing different. How many of you remember when they came out from Nigerian court saying that Master Namadekano have denied being leader of IPOB? That was a time that was making headline news in Nigeria. Seriously. Until his lawyer was, mandated to comment on that publicly. After that comment from lawyers, that incident died naturally. As Nigerians, of course, they don't question their leader, they don't question their media, they don't question anybody. Because had it been that youth, people in the society, they have if they have the zeal to question some things, most of them will not be making some comment they make in public and get away with it. Because you cannot, as a media platform, that you have a location, they can see your location, they know your workers, and nobody is coming after them. Both, I'm not saying to go and destroy them. What I mean by coming after them is to, maybe sign a petition or bombard them on social media with evidence and start calling them fake news just to drag them so that they will learn from that. I'm not saying people should go and burn station. What I mean by that, why I'm trying to explain all those things, because sometimes when you make a comment, people will twist it that you said you are calling for violence. I'm not calling for violence. What I'm telling you is what you need to do to put people to checkmate the activities of people, to checkmate what they're doing. Sonny, I see you. I see you, my dear. Nice to have you. Good morning to you. Good morning. Please, guys, that reminds me, like the video, okay? Click on the like button if you can. I don't want to start shouting like, because sometimes when you are saying that, people take it as if you are mandating them or forcing them to do what they don't want. But if you feel to support us, just like the video, and I would like to see your comments so that we know when people are here, because it will help the owner of the platform actually to understand that people that watch the platform are not robots. So when you hear during the time of Master, they said that he denied being leader of IPOB. They were saying that with everything in them, thinking that they're going to, because they drive joy in, to slander people's name. If individual does that, I will kind of have liberal feeling over that. Good morning, sir. More update. Matthew or Gigi, I see you. Update on what? Please let me. What update you want? What update are you talking about? Mazina Moricano did not deny being IPOB member, but they insisted on using that against him, as if that will The same thing they're not using on PM. You see, another news they're not sharing, and that they're going to extradite him, celebrating and jubilating. And guess what? People who should know better. Imagine chief of staff. Imagine government people that you think they know international law. Okay, imagine them coming out to tell you that he will be that work. They are not processing on how to rendition him, possibly. They don't, because everything they do is shortcut. They don't. All the leaders in Nigeria don't even know what is called due process. Like they have no treaty with Finland for rendition of anybody. Finland is not even a country that you can rendition people like that. Nigeria have never ever for once understand what it takes for rendition. That Buhari, who have tried that in 1983 and repeated the same thing in 2021, this is what he's known for, to kidnap. Buhari as a president, he tried it before and he couldn't do that. That's Omar Duko, something like that. That man that I'm not talk about. The same thing. That is what he repeated again this time around, and he not even rendition, because it's kidnapping. Because rendition have to go through process. They don't have patience. They don't have moral right to do that. A country who don't pay attention to those things can never ever have what you want in international community, because that is what they don't understand. They think that by diplomacy, or they think that by that everything will be just okay. That you get everything. You just call your diplomat and talk with the embassy. They will negotiate. Everything is negotiation. It's not possible. It's not. That's not how it works. I listened to one of the video of what is his name, Musa, saying that if somebody is Nigerian committing the same thing in Finland, that the European Union will not even allow that. But the question, what they will not tell you is that when it comes to Finland, don't even need the European Union to engage Nigeria one-on-one. They don't need it. They are capable of going, one-on-one with Nigeria. It's not about population. It's about equipment, what you have. It's about connectivity. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to go through that, but when he made that comment, it sounds very, very funny. When there's a guy, I think he's a basketball player. How many of you remember the guy that leaked? For some of you that are good in international news, that was during the time of Obama. This guy leaked secret information about the US to North Korea, and he later ran to North Korea. He was there in North Korea. He ran there. He started hiding in North Korea. The America don't have what it takes to extradite him from North Korea. Because they don't have that kind of tie. They don't have what it takes. The man was busy giving North Korea information that ordinarily they will not have. Ordinarily, they will not have it if it is just like, okay, just go out there and do what you think you can do. They don't have it. But America failed. Why? They calm down because they don't force anything. But Nigerians think that the way they are doing Padi Kaba, they think the international community is all about Kaba. As a Nigerian, it is very, very shameful. If you know that you love Nigeria, as a Nigerian, that many of you cherish so much, you should be ashamed of that, because there's nothing you can be proud of. Countries that are not supposed to challenge Yoruba as a country, like if the Yoruba separate themselves from Nigeria today, countries that cannot even challenge Yoruba if Yoruba become a country, they are the one putting their finger in Nigerian eyes. Why? Because that is how you have disgraced yourself, the level that you're operating from. Borrowing money from, even if you allow them, they will go to NEPA to borrow money. They are borrowing money from people who don't have natural resources that they themselves have. Another message, they said that that Tinubu is now a puppet in head of ICC. This is another thing also that is international disgrace. The way they conduct elections is international. You can see it. You think those countries don't see, they don't pay attention to those things? They do, but they don't want to. You understand? Now, the title of this video that you're watching is Reaction Fulani resume attack in Enugu State while they are celebrating Simon Ekpa's arrest. Some of you have seen the news, but I'm going to share the platform. I'm not supposed to bring anything. I don't normally like to, if you have noticed these days, I'm trying to restrict myself from many things, but I have to do what I can do. And Elias has tweeted for all this while, and I'm going to go through it maybe on another video, not here, because I have something to discuss here. Let's go straight to the point. Sahara Reporter reported that Fulani people have resumed attack in Enugu State. Peter Mba, just yesterday, as governor of Enugu State, was celebrating, telling the whole world that he had more evidence to prove to facilitate their, the court case of Simon Ekpa and all that, the Biafran Prime Minister. What is Peter Mba's, what angered him about Simon Ekpa? One of the reasons is Simon Ekpa is the only person that dared to expose the secret agenda of Peter Mba. I don't blame him for being, provoked because of what Simon Ekpa or what Biafran Prime Minister have said. When you hear him saying all those things, Biafran Prime Minister is a man of courage. He is not somebody that, I don't know why the world is like that. They love to crucify the good people. They love to. In Igbo land, I can tell you this for free. In Igbo land, Biafran Prime Minister have never called anybody to start tying people in Igbo land. No. They have not. The issue is that everybody is fed up. That's one thing that the raw truth that they don't want to tell you. Every Igbo man is fed up. Some are trapped. Those of them that are attacking somebody who actually, in this life there are some sickness that one may find yourself into. Maybe one of the diseases that you have never heard of. And it requires somebody to diagnose what is the problem, what is your problem, what your health, you go to your health, the way you are acting. To be able to tell you, look, Mr. A, Mr. B, this sickness that you are having now, after our examination, after the lab test that you have conducted on your body, we found out that the email name is so thin. Somebody is not telling you your email. You are the one that bears that have the disease, though. But it requires doctor to tell you this is your sickness and this is what you have to do to treat you. Meaning that is beyond your knowledge. But you are the person carrying the sickness. What I'm trying to say is this. Many Igbo people today are going through this depression, you are confused without knowing what to say, who to believe, what to do. But the only thing we know, the only thing you know is that you have problem, but you don't know how to solve it. We don't have anybody celebrating or rejoicing over buying of anybody in Igbo land. Something was going on before PM and Biafra started doing what they're doing. Can we address that thing? Then we now trace why people react the way they react. Nobody sees it as something that is very, very bad, that in checkpoint, people will be kidnapped 2, 3, 4, 5 posts away from checkpoint. And they will hide that person behind people who are in checkpoint. Meaning that from just 3 meters away, from where you have checkpoint, is a kidnapper's den. It's not allegation. This is something that a bishop who was kidnapped testified about, and it is not hidden. So it's not something that you say that Mr. A, Mr. B allegedly said that this. No, you can also do your own verification. One more thing, people who are in eastern parts understand how military go to the villages and carry out operations that are not called for and disappearance of people. The same San American boys that you're talking about have actually showed us a video where they engage police people, and in their vehicle you see civilians being handcuffed, taken to known destination. Many cases like that, to the extent that even the so-called Nigerians activists, like the one who claimed that he is what is the name of this guy called Brekete family, have welcomed three of them in his platform. Explain how her brother disappeared since 2012 or 2013. I can't remember the date. Until this day, the name of the guy is Chijoke. Some of you have seen the video. See, we can go on and on and on and on and on and on, and these people Nigerian state don't want to, address this issue. The focus is the reaction of people. The focus is on reaction of the people. Do you think that will actually give you peace? And funny enough, people who actually come from Igbo tribe, who claim that they are activists, agitators, and what have you, that actually had this experience under Master Moricano and their leadership and their group as an IPOB member, they don't talk about this anymore. They have joined the state who actually own the people that plant insecurity in the first place to shout terrorists on people who actually responding to the main problem. Just like I tell you, I was watching Obi-Wan's broadcast 2 days ago. Somebody called. All this I'm telling you is something that some of you have the information on your own. Maybe somehow, somewhere, you can't remember, you can't reconnect it anymore. I'm here to refresh your memory. I'm not telling you something that is new from sky blue. These are something that is the public domain, unless if you don't have time to pay attention to them and be able to connect the dot, then you may not have the real information. Somebody called and said this, that a conductor, because kidnappers in Eastern Partner are two different people. In fact, there are three, not two. One, security, Nigerian security forces. That's number one. Using the detention and prison as debt of ransom. That once they as an Easterner, once they take you there in the station, you have to pay some amount and they're gonna wreck you. And if you delay, tendency of harvesting organ is there. That's number one. Number two are regular kidnappers that we have been having for a long time, criminals. Those guys that normally go to bank and break bank and cause mayhem of people, they are still there. Ivan of this world, you know Ivan, right? They are still there. So don't think because you cannot group all these things and target on one group. No, I'm coming. I will tell you the third people. These are another set of the people. People who inherit crime in their gene. They are in every tribe. They are in every tribe. They are not only, here or there. Do you understand? Every tribe have this kind of people, gangsterism, and people who don't care about and they want to rob, armed robbers. They are there. The third people and the most deadly one of them, Fulani, headers or Fulani, whatever. They who work hand in hand with some army and security agents, allegedly, because that's what we were told. Some people have testified that, some people, and army have not come out to clear, they have not come out to explain that. Sometimes they release, statements just like that, because we know that some of these are just formality, just for record keeping. But the real thing, the real day is there, and the evidence from people who actually witnessed those things, you can see it on your own. Now, having mentioned these three groups, all right, the most deadly part of them all are Fulanis, because they have a kind of license to commit those things. Why? When you maybe somehow capture some of them, the speed that the government will use in releasing them is not the same speed they use when other kidnappers are being captured. And the intels that they have shows that they have upper hand in government. When Fulani went to Ihambofu in Enugu State, they went there. Biafran Prime Minister Ekpa then was in charge of ESN. He sent ESN in Ihambofu. Do you know that when Fulani people, went to Ihambofu and committed those things in Ozo 1, I think Ozo 1, not Ihambofu, they went there to do those things. The Fulani have done the one they have done their own in Ihambofu. I'm not saying that they did not go to Ihambofu. They had their own operation there. What I'm trying to tell you is that when the news came out that Fulani is there, that this is what they're doing, army did not go there for any check-up or to rescue the people. They kept until Ekpa and the Biafrans went on to engage Fulani to check them out from the community. Guess what? Within a few seconds, army went there immediately just to go after PM, different governments, not different government, the ESN then. They ended up doing what they know how to do best, which is to make sure they go after our youth. They don't want to hear that any group, anybody challenge Fulani headsmen. They don't want it until Biafran Prime Minister and Biafran started regrouping to equip themselves higher, and that is why that gave birth to Biafran Liberation Army. Then army, they are not finding it funny any longer, because it was like vigilante group. ESN was like vigilante to protect border bushes and all that, which what DOS are now using now, as if, oh, this is what they do. Don't how dare you to challenge us? What are you talking about? We are this, we are that. They are using those things to deceive the gullible. Now, only few hours that PM is not, active, Fulani quickly rushed to in Enugu State, and they have committed what you are now seeing on your screen. And I will try my best not to show the image. Or how will I do this? How will I do that? Excuse me. Okay, is it possible? Let me see if it's possible. I want to open it. Let me flip the camera. Just a moment, because there are some graphic images that you don't need to share here, because if the platform they don't encourage that. People injured, people in the hospital. I don't know if it's this one. I don't know if it's allowed. I've not. I don't know about maybe the rules and regulation of this is something somehow. I'm trying my best to get. Okay, let me read it out, please, because people that they're injured, okay, are here, and I don't want to flash their images. According to Sahara Reporter, look at it here, because they don't mention Fulani. They will never ever tell you Fulani. No. Sahara will not tell you Fulani. Why? They are also protecting Caliphate, because if you don't protect Caliphate, you're on your own. Armed herdsmen. Which tribe is herdsmen in Nigeria? Your guess is as good as mine. Attack Enugu state community. Okay? By three. By three. Three farmers injured others. The picture you are seeing here, that I say you are seeing, the picture in front of me are the people that they are injured. Those ones that they are not here. But the injury is so bad that I cannot share it, my people. Go to Southern Reporter platform on X after this broadcast. You can go and check it for yourself. Why I'm saying this is because Fulani people don't attack in a state that is vigilant, like in a location that is vigilant. I am yet to know the name of the community. Guess what? I can bet anything that there are some people from this community who actually joined or partaking in celebration of at the so-called arrest of Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister. They are rejoicing. Somebody from this community don't know that his community will be attacked in a few hours. Why celebrating? The question I want to ask you, is this Simon Ekpa? Is this part of the security they want to bring, or insecurity they want to introduce? Is this part, because it happened in this community there. Next is whose community? Next is whose community? You know, this is somebody's mothers, somebody's brother, somebody's sister, somebody's brother, somebody's husband. If it is your own turn, what will you do? What will you do? Just few hours. Oh, giddy, someone bring it. Some even went as far as saying they should just they should buy him, use gun on him, shoot him. So even in Arrest TV, you can see that a man who claimed that he's a lawyer, shockingly, publicly claiming that the best thing to do is to eliminate him without any investigation whatsoever. An old man, oh, I'm telling you, these are, leaders. And then they gave, people that will give you, best way to build a country and all that. If you want to talk, they say you keep quiet. What do you know? That you're a young person. That you guys don't know what you are talking about. That are either they have seen tomorrow, they have seen tomorrow today. But where is the people who claim that is, Simon Ekpa is insecurity? In everything, if to be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie. If not that Biafrans will not agree with me if I say something like that. Even though I have said it, my prayer now is that people, let few period of time, it is painful, but let an Igbo, especially families and communities of those people who claim that they eliminate Simon Ekpa, his problem, his this, is that. My own prayer day in and day out is that all of you, whatever insecurity that Fulani will bring to you, and of course, there are those who facilitate them in the word of T.Y. Danjuma, that you will be a partaker. I keep on saying you must be a partaker. Anything that Fulani does now, anything we do in Eastern region, oh God in heaven, let those of them celebrating and rejoicing, their family, their household, their community be a partaker. May Nigeria happen to them to the extent that they will regret why they come from Africa. May whatever that have never happened to other people start happening on them. Even if it will take only 3 days, let it be mightier than never. Because these people are so, I don't want to insult stupid people, they are beyond stupidity. Their own gullibility is second to none. I have never in my life, have never read in the book, not even in the novel, I have not searched in Google and find any person, to any human being, to use to qualify or in the same line, the same level of the stupidity of some of our Igbo people. And from henceforth, I'm not going to comment much on those who call Igbo name, who insult Igbo. No, I will try my. If it's very, very, very painful as you as an Igbo person, but I am begging. I'm praying that God will give me that strength to somehow overlook the insult people are dishing out on Igbo people, because somehow they deserve it. Even though they include all of us why they are making the comment, but be it as it may, I don't care anymore. These people are so. Do you understand it? Who passed information to Fulani to tell them that, look, you cannot go on an attack? Who does that? The same people that normally facilitate the movement in the word of T.Y. Benjamin. You know who they are. I don't need to tell you. They are the one calling them now to say, look, the road is free. Go on and go and do something. I was telling you about the program of Obi-Wan, which I watched. Somebody called on that program and said something very, very, very reverent. And that thing is this, that a conductor of a driver, you know, all these transit, all these bus drivers and what have you, was kidnapped. A conductor, not even a owner of the bus or the driver, was kidnapped. I don't know how they kidnapped him. And they told him, don't shout, don't shout. Somewhere in Obola for in Enugu. He said Enugu State in Soka. Kidnapped the guy. This is a true life story. And they told the guy, don't shout, don't make noise in the bush, because listen, just hear me. That Simon Ekpa boys, that Simon Ekpa people hate them so much. They did not say ESN, IPOB, DOS member. They did not say governor of this state. They did not say local government chairman. They did not say senator, representative of whatever constituency. They did not tell you party chairman. They did not tell you elite, your highness, the youth, or highness, or elders. They did not tell you ex-governor, ex-military, ex-whatever. What they said is Simon Ekpa boys hate them so much that they don't give them second chance. You see the fear in the minds of the terrorists and bandits and kidnappers in our land, which is the prayer of many, many, many people, non-Igbo people today, to have such men like PM. People who have the audacity to dare this, terrorist gang. No, they told the guy, don't shout, don't make noise, because if you make noise, that your voice will attract these boys to come after them. They even know that Biafran army also examine what is going on in the bushes. The Fulani who lives in the bush are telling you this. They are the one telling you this. They know who they are afraid of. Immediately they say that he's been arrested. Look at what is going on now. This is just a starting. And if not that, some of our people have invested much interest in Biafra freedom and devote their time and their effort. I'm not going to undermine their work. I'm not going to say that they're wasting their time. No. It's very painful, but somehow I think it is something, and I pray now it's happening in Imo State. May it also take place in Anambra. Let it take place in Anambra. I'm saying Anambra, I'm emphasizing on Anambra very well because we have a lot of coconut head from Anambra. We also have a lot of coconut head. So many coconut head in Imo State. We have a lot of coconut heads from Arre. So we have also in Ekpa. All these Igbo-speaking tribes. For now, let Fulani carry out a very, very good activities there. Like I said, it's very, very painful. Very, very painful and heartbroken. But why the attack will be happening, God in heaven, let it be easier for Fulani in the villages and communities of those of them rejoicing and celebrating. May there be a peteka. Whether it's going to happen on the road, okay, just for a few days now, let it take place. That's my prayer. Why? Because when you hear people who somehow benefiting from the stolen wealth of people, like this guy here, this one is trending. This guy, I watched his. I don't know why I got the feed. Yesterday they showed me his platform. Called himself. This is his handle. Odogu Ogidi. Odogu Ogidi, if you check it from it's an Amberen, because Ogidi is Anambra State. Okay? If you check it, an Amberen, he was one of the people dancing and insulting the people in celebrating that Simon Ekpa has been, even if you eliminate PM, let me tell you, if you eliminate him, okay, before I go through, let me say this because I don't want to forget anything. Sometimes after if I have live broadcast like this, once I finish, I remember what I wanted to say and what I wanted to also chip in. So I don't want to skip anything just because I want to play any video on this live broadcast. I want to pour out my mind the way I feel. You understand? This attack in Enugu State, when I saw that news last night, late hour, I was very, very devastated. I was very, very embarrassed. Why are we not hearing this? Why now? Go and check a mega gift. Go and check China's award. Go and check a map of that one don't even have any platform. Go and check the one say that he's a Biafran child. Go and check all the green, white, green platform. None of them are saying it. You know, that is, you see the reason why why I made the prayer that I made. I made it because it takes somebody with good conscience to put yourself in somebody's shoe, to understand the pain. These people in the hospital may not even have money to feed themselves, but what they're facing now, that's not struggling with their life. Remember, 3 are already gone. For no offense, they did not steal any item that belongs to anybody. It's not even as the economy is favoring them. You don't know what they're going through economically. They are passing through a lot. Even people who have good jobs are complaining in the Nigerian economy today. The suffering is too much. And they don't even talk about this. They keep on telling you that somebody is destroying the economy of the Southeast. How good is the economy of Southwest? How good is the economy of North Central? How good is the economy of people in the Bayelsa? People who lives in Bayelsa is also Biafra land. What about Edo? What about Kogi? What about Zamfara? What about Jigawa? People in Meduguri, people in Oyo State, people in Ondo State. Their economy is so excellent than the Southeast, isn't it? Okay, Samarapa is also operating there as well. You know, a happy Keyola now I get Kiso. Igbo people with a red cap on their head. One of the most useless creature ever in this 21st century. I am being honest. It is very, 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 very embarrassing. And the governors, Peter Mba, quickly with his somebody who purchased his governorship ticket. What do you expect? Because of APC. And you hear people, they don't care about the plantation of Hope of them. They don't talk about the plantation of Peter. Peter Mba he's being fixed there from INEC for this kind of thing. What is the evidence of Simon Ekpa in the South is that Peter Mba have to prove? Oh, Peter Mba know that evidence can play a very good role in the court. But the same Peter Mba got court injunction saying that anybody who challenge again his NYC certificate we have to pay him, I think, 50 million. And after that court order, nobody in Enugu State, no politician dare to question to file any court case against his governorship, how he emerged as governor of Enugu State and the certificate that he's using. The only difference between him and Hope of Denmark is just party name, just name. The same mentality. Some people are praising him that he's doing this, he's doing that. See, a good businessman, we know how to flash label of a product to make it look like that product is your safe haven. What do I mean by that? Peter Mba, the land grabber, the land that is taken in Igbo land, in Enugu State, you cannot beat it. The record is there. He's now a governor, a real estate governor in Enugu State. Whatever some people say that he's building this, he's building that. ọ bụghị ibute traktọ ga na-akwasasị ife bụ na ị na-arụ ọrụ. I'm not saying that he's not gonna work anything, but you are building that for who? You are building those things. One thing I cherish. Don't build any property. To me, this is my own personal opinion. Don't build any property. Okay, if you cannot guarantee security, life of the people. What kind of property are you building when it is not secured? I mean, what kind of property is that? Only one launcher of RPG. We put your structure down. Only one. We get a long way to collapse it. So what kind of structure are you talking about? These are things that people don't talk about. Pit and Bad have nothing whatsoever to protect Enugu indigenous. One of the best places for Fulani operations, because Pit and Bad channel his energy on Samarepa and his voice. There should no crossover. How dare you? How dare you? Don't do this or that. Building all manner of using tractor to demolish all these things and all that, which Fulani will claim in a trickle of an eye. Some of the structures you are building could be a potential dent of hideout of kidnappers in no distant time. If you continue this way, just as you are putting your write-up on social media, telling the international community and Nigerian government that Pit and Bad is here to represent you guys, to do all manner of things, to provide more evidence against PM. And he also is a lawyer. Remember, not only in Nigeria that you see lawyers and judges being number one criminal. They are the after security agents, government security agents in Nigeria. The next terrible, government parasitas you face is judiciary. That is it. Judiciary. That department is one of the worst, and is a result of the structure of Nigeria. When you tell them to restructure, to put things in order, they will tell you how dare you to say that, because they derive joy in making sure that you are hell-bent. And those of our brothers that managed to, make it to level of governorship, because that's the highest position you can attain. Miraculously, some of them may get to the position of Senate president, House of president. That's the maximum. Not, you see, vice president, chief of army staff, and all that. We are not going to get it any longer. They are ready to do, and those of them, it's not as if tomorrow you may not see somebody they may appoint anybody to be, army chief, for example, which is impossible. I don't see the possibility of that, but it is possible. Somehow it is impossible. It is possible in the sense that there are some Igbo people who are more in line with the activity of Fulani than Fulani's politicians. Only Igbo people can produce such people, like produce somebody who will facilitate the movement of Fulani than Fulani themselves. Igbo man can give you that. So if after the series of scan, if they appoint any of our brothers that have made it to that kind of level of stupidity, of course, they are going to give you badge of honor. They will call you to come and be chief of army staff or chief of this. It's possible. But guess what? That one will use his egotic brain against his tribe. Why? To see if that will make the Nigerian people to say, okay, this guy have done well for us. Maybe we can make him president when he retires, or maybe you can give him another position that is higher than that. One of the reasons those positions in Igbo land are doing what they're doing is what I just told you. They are doing that to make sure that anybody will see from afar, like from the north, west, once you hear their name or see what they're doing, you say, wow, this guy is a very, very, his loyalty is one in town. Maybe we can trust another higher position in his hands. But Fulani and Yorubas, they are smarter than that. They don't give that. If no matter how beautiful you paint it to look like, they know when to push you away and when to wake up, when to bring you back home. Now, I will make a comment on what I like. If you have started watching the video from the beginning, I made comment about Mayegu. what my ego said. I'm not going to play his voice here. I will tell you what I will just react on that, and that's all. But let's go to the comment section of this post from Sahara Reporters. So let's start from what Christopher Okenwa said. Special appeal to chairman of Alibo Development Gang, aka old men who love to gossip, Odogu Ogidi, and his assistant Dreads Horn. And I don't know these people, to be honest. I don't know them at all. The people of Enugu State need your protection. Okay, this one is calling. So he said he attacked the chief Cho yellow fever. Chief Cho, they are the one claiming that Nanibo got them and I gave his name. You gave some of them. Sometimes when I listen to them, like this one, the other guy they called God's agenda. God's agenda. He's doing good, but I don't support you doing good by not emphasizing on the security issue. He said, Henry said, I thought Simon Ekpa and Master has secured the whole Southeast and moved on to kill soldiers. Why didn't they deal with this Fulani men before now? These are people telling you, the same people telling you that Sabanekpa is the one killing his people. So now they say killing soldiers. Moved on to kill soldiers. Kill soldiers on what? Ndibo. The same people is one of the people, he's one of the people telling you that Sabanekpa they are the one creating this. So Sabanekpa is the one now bringing Fulani. Now listen, where is the question? If not that he's what I told you, that the stupidity of these people are second to none. What he should be talking here is, okay, now America is out of the picture. Where is Nigerian army? Do you understand the question? If at all you mean that your brain is still with you, or your brain belongs to an Igbo, what your response should be, where is Nigerian army? Where is the army then? Guess what? The number of army in Enugu, because they want to bury somebody that is dead, is alarming. Looking for another youth that we used to bury, they will try to put his head for Ifa Yoba. Why Fulani, their brother in Enugu State, is doing what you can never imagine. Now, Divine said, things like this was what made the Igbo to initially embrace IPOB ESN, because the government could not protect them. How can they arrest Simon Ekpa yesterday and headsman is already killing people in Enugu State? How? Is this the coincidence? Is this a coincidence? Oh, your brain. This one brain is still not. It is on the way. It's on the way from Enugu State to North. Maybe his brain is still in Obobolafa, somewhere in Open Soka Road, heading to North. Because once his brain cross, Ogoja, cross what the name of this Benue, and heading to Lafia and Makati Road. Is bye-bye. Is bye-bye, because his brain is still on the way. Because what he asked here is a question that somebody who can articulate some things may ask. This person said, is it Ekpa is causing this killing in Enugu State? Where is the governor of Enugu State, Pitamba? He's busy writing petition and looking for more evidence to... It is a pity that we are still hearing such kind of news when we spend billions on security. I know here. His name, this one is Ugochuk. Obedi Unofo. Verified account. And that if you open it now, Simon Ekpa, stop killing our people. Simon Ekpa, you are the one killing our people. Now, Ija. God will protect his people. That's my own. Even if hopefully people will go down for this, may we be the last. I pray he gets justice. In a quick comment. I pray he get. You pray that and if that people get justice or those victims get justice. Isha dog him. Please, have you ever seen anybody that got just that received any justice from Fulani head? Like what if victims of Fulani headers? Have you seen any individual, both in the east, on the south, and the west, that got justice from Fulani headers? I have not. Please, can you put on comment? Have you seen any incident that has to do with Fulani headers, and that person ended up having a justice? Days after arrest of Finland guy. These are people who claim. Look at him. He's in US. He's in US. You guys will come back to reality, and may God help His people. Why Fulani, advance? Maybe I will start putting congratulations to Fulani. Maybe my titles. Maybe I would start doing that. Congratulations to Fulani, because this is a win-win for them. Nothing sweet past when your enemy is fighting your battle. Do you understand? Like, imagine your enemy today. I don't know what you are facing in life, but that thing that you see as your enemy, imagine that thing being the main person or main thing fighting other of your enemy. Not grace. That's a grace now. It's a grace that your enemy is fighting your enemy. Now, strong. Then Peter and Basa, whenever is out of the way, this is how you are showing our people, my people, love. Please, I encourage you to like this video. I want you to go to many places. You know why? So that people like DOS and group. My own take is that what I'm saying is that this Fulani, is it Fulani? But even sometimes we hear that security agencies said accidental discharge. Even if all the crime, both accidental discharge, both the one intentional discharge, as mission discharge, python dance, egweke, crocodile smile. Now an elephant will march, leopard will jump, eagle will fly. You see all those things. May you guys be a victim of them from day one. God in heaven will grant this prayer. Chineke pụrụ ime ihe niile, biko nna ayọ gị ka o mezuo ka anyị, because we need to see how an Igbo is very, very peaceful and habitable now. And that IDP camp that I despise so much, now I'm beginning to, prophesying that. So that, and it will happen, IDP camp will start being in their local government of these people. Yes, the good ones there. Ask the fuck out of non days to all because you wouldn't again. Now the queen innocent, but this your brothers and sisters, especially people from I don't want to call communities, so I know many communities to mention. I know many communities, but you know who they are and where they come from. So I don't pray that innocent Igbos will be victim of Fulani invaders. God forbid. I know it is very difficult for governors to be a victim of this kind of thing, but you never can say never. Before the governor, I got 30 and 50, 100 before the governor. But you see those, enablers, may they be the one receiving accidental discharge that they normally tell us. Only in Nigeria, that a policeman will shoot somebody 7 times. And the report will be that a alleged police officer, have proven not guilty because that incident was accidentally discharged one blade, discharged 2 blades, accidentally 3 on one person, not randomly. So only, and we are not going to abide by the rules. I thought that there are no herdsmen killing in Southeast. So you don't even know, but you are busy knowing that PM is the one killing people. So maybe these people actually believe that truly that these claims that people are witnessing in Southeast is actually being carried out by Simon Ekpa and his boys. I keep on saying this, not one, not two, not three. I'm saying it because I hate anything killing. Because once you keep on preaching and circulating the wrong narrative, people will go out to kill more in the name of justifying what they have just been told. As you are supporting somebody that is not, calling for the head of somebody who actually preventing this kind of killing, tagging him that he is the one killing, you yourself, you are a murderer. Unless if you don't know. That's why I always say, don't say what you don't know. Be sure of what you know before you say it. And until this day, DOS are still jubilating and celebrating. They have the Biafran child who, they claim they're smart. He's not changing the issue. What he's now telling people is that Simon Ekpa is not being that he's not arrested, that he was not arrested, that he was hiding somewhere. Imagine you hiding in Finland. Imagine somebody. Okay, hope you're gonna Germany. Can you, that is living in Germany, can you commit crime that German government is not looking for you and you are hiding in Germany and the government cannot see you? Brain is just like land is a free gift of nature. Brain is also a free gift. But people may be something that people will, use against you. How can you be praising some killing of anybody? How? We have been shouting on this. Military should allow our people, they should park their luggages on our road. They said no. Leave people, no. Now, it's not about military alone. Now, we are not, do you know that even if military if you decide to militarize Eastern region and we don't encounter herdsmen, that is even better than herdsmen. One of the main issue is military protecting headers. That's many problem. But you see checkpoint, we have been living with checkpoint for ages, right? Why are we now calling for that checkpoint to disappear? Because we thought that checkpoint is against crime, but we are now receiving more crimes than ever while we still have checkpoint. And that checkpoint simply means that when you see people who are approaching to buy you, you cannot do anything to go and reply them because you have to pass through checkpoint. But these people will pass through checkpoint to buy you. So understand what people are facing. It has nothing to do with Simon Ekpa. But they keep on telling Simon Ekpa. Now let's go. I will just bring a few comments and we call it a day on this one because I have other things. I want to discuss Magegu a little bit before we close. This is the period people are about to harvest their rice planted. These animals are back at it again. People are trying to recover from the previous attack. The unfortunate thing is that we have government that is clueless at solving the problem. The main problem is you that is making comment. I used to sound like you. I used to believe that government is making problem. But do you know that one of the major problems of Nigeria as a whole are people who are not even in government? Social media have proven that to be right. How can you register your Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, all these platforms, and what you do there is to help government to go after those that are questioning him. When you say government should do something needful, you see somebody who has something to do in government supporting, signing petition against somebody who actually, imagine Chidewaya, who have never for once, he have not spent 5 years in his village. 5 years. Why am I saying 5 years? 2 years. He can't, even to the extent that when Fulani, because Chidewaya is from Ozara, Fulani went to Ozara in Enugu State and commit the same crime. Chidewaya in Canada was busy doing action group and take it back now with his yellow cap. Why his villages were crying for help. Somebody heard them and sent boys there to rescue them. Okay? When Simon Ekpa rescued them with his so-called boys, you guys call, which I prefer to call Biafran Liberation Army. Chidewaya, the the information is still not clear to him. He's still struggling to understand what has just happened. He to the extent that he started asking this.
About Simon Ekpa, it's not bringing him down. I just asked you a simple question. People who come to me and they tell me, Chidi, stop attacking Simon Ekpa, because Simon Ekpa is the one who is actually raising money and funding ESN. That if not for the ESN that Simon Ekpa sent to Ozala, they will not be coming Ozala. If not for the ESN that Simon sent to Okigwe, there will not be peace in Okigwe. If not for the funding of ESN that was done and ESN that.
As he's saying all those things, the Ozara he mentioned is his own village. His own village. That his people were not massacred and probably his own father's house were not burned down because of Simon Ekpa. Guess who is attacking Simon? Who is attacking Simon Ekpa on social media today? Then ask yourself: is it government? Is it government that sent him to contribute his own role? Because all of them that you see today, that is like Emeka Gift and all the rest of them, they are doing this without government power. Imagine when you elect them to become, control any position in government. Imagine what they could do. This guy, Chidi, is on social media attacking somebody from elsewhere who actually pay more attention to the activities of what is going on in our land, called his attention. Say, Chidi, do you know that? Let me take it back. So you hear him saying that. Look at it.
Fake news about Simon Ekpa is not bringing him down. I just asked you a simple question. People who come to me and they tell me, Chidi, stop attacking Simon Ekpa, because Simon Ekpa is the one who is actually raising money and funding ESN. That if not for the ESN that Simon Ekpa sent to Ozala, they will not be coming Ozala. If not for the ESN that Simon sent to Okigwe, there will not be peace in Okigwe. If not for the funding of ESN that was done and ESN that Simon and Autopilot was funding, they went to a Hamufu, that there will not be peace. Are they correct or are they not correct?
No, they are correct. Let me tell you the truth, they are correct. But I'm telling you,
you are disappointed.
Now, after this, he is the one mentioning those communities. All the lists he mentioned here are all in Enugu State. Sorry, in the eastern part. The one in Okigwe, the one in Hamufu, the one in Ozara. All these places are in southeast, in eastern region. Now, these are just few out of many places. Simon Ekpa was the one sending people to save the lives of those people. Government don't like this. One of the reasons why people like Peter and governors don't like what PM is doing, they know that what he's doing is a very, very good thing. They understand it. But their problem is that why must he be the one doing it not under our control? That they don't like it when somebody said that, which happened to be one of the reasons why they plan to kidnap Master. You formed ESN, and that ESN is under your control, not under our control as a governor, meaning that we don't have say. And security, security reason behind that is that if these people can do this, the tendency of them doing it for a time and still that will come after your seat is there. And to stop that, they will go at anything to make sure they jeopardize that opportunity, to make sure they stop you ahead. When they know how to be proactive, is when it has to do anything that will affect their gubernatorial seat. You see them being proactive. But you see any other thing, no. Nature will take it. Nature will handle that. You don't need to know. Hospital, good hospital, no. Nature will do that. Our people know how, they know the route and how about to drink when they have fever. Yes, now. Our pregnant women, we have a lot of midwife. After all, there's adoration grant. They can go and pray in the church, and God will give them, make them to deliver like women of Hebrew. You tell them, what about oxygen? We have fresh air. We know we Africa are very strong. What are we doing with the oxygen? We don't need it. Kidney transplant. How many of us are having kidney failure? No, now we are that they don't proactive in so those things. But anything that will endanger that gubernatorial seat or the senatorial seat, you see them at being proactive. The way for you to know that all these governors and leadership, all these political powers, but not in both in the north and the west, not only in southeast, they all have this sickness, as if they don't know what. You remember the time of Ebola? Do you remember how Nigerian government quickly stopped Ebola? They did what they're supposed to do because they know then the tendency of them being contacted is very high. So they stop that, right? Why is it difficult for them to stop terrorists? You understand that? That's to tell you that they know what they're doing. Now, having mentioned what governors go after and the intention they have, and you now see somebody who is not a cousin, a brother, uncle, a relation to governor coming on media because you don't like the way Simon Ekpa dance, because you think he brag a lot. Some have been saying that he love attention, like the word of Mayegu. That is Simon Ekpa. I watched his video, I was laughing. That he loved attention so much. You have that mentality in you. To you, that's what you think. That's all about Simon Ekpa, right? That's your opinion. I'm not against that. But we also have my own opinion to that. You hate him because he's dancing. Oh, you don't see Fulani dancing, isn't it? And you're okay with it. But you don't like the actions. But you hate the action of somebody who would have something to do to make them even to be afraid. Do you know what it means that somebody, imagine you, for some of you that are married, you stay with your wife and your family in your house, and your fellow man come to your house and start banging your door. There's a difference between banging and knocking. If your family are with you in your house, your wife, your children, sorry about that. If you stay in your house with your wife, your children, and your fellow man come to your house and knock, come, meaning that you should open the door, that you have something to tell you. It's different from when your fellow man is banging on your door, hitting your door and want to pull it down. It's no longer an invitation or calling your attention to open the door. It is now a war. Do you understand what I'm saying? If Simon Ekpa can make them to knock gently on your door before coming, instead of banging your door, because for somebody to bang on your door, to hit your door hard and trying to call your attention, the person already know that he don't have respect for you. He know that he can do and don't do on you. He understand that everything that you are doing doesn't hold any water. The number of people that Fulani headers and Fulani people buy on that mass Namodekan and IPOP, outnumber the number of people that they paid during the time of Wazurike. I just want you to understand this. It is now that PM, different Prime Minister, and different and say, wow, we can't do that. And one thing people don't understand is that in Igbo land, our people are people who love to see something before they believe. You understand? They love to see something before they believe. Our people are people who like to taste something before they cannot pay attention to you. Number of people that support PM, that contributing money daily on every week, though that's to tell you they themselves they have had enough of the level of insecurity and kidnapping and Fulani in our land. I hate that we lost people in the attack in Enugu State. May their soul rest in peace. I hate that. I felt so bad, very, very, very bad. And what pains me the most is the reaction. Our people are celebrating that their problem is gone. At that moment, Fulani got the intel that, guys, we don't have any problem now. We can go on with our activities. And they have done that. Please, guys, I want to use the opportunity to tell you, if you are new on this platform, please subscribe. Okay? I want to subscribe to this platform. We are looking for 1,000 subscribers here. We can see that we have 600 and something. And our target is to get it as soon as possible. Most of you commenting, sorry that I'm not reading your comment yet, because I don't want to get out what I have before I start, I don't want to forget any of them. I see most of you, Emmanuel and Emmanuel Jr., Ngozi, and Chineye MC. Chineye MC is here. Chineye, I thought you have a spanner. I thought I was giving you a spanner before. Chineye MC, can you just, I want you to comment again. Let me see. Can you just comment again? So, my people, all those things, Abraham is here in the BC. I see you, my dear. Nice to have you guys. And please, if I do not mention your name, don't be angry. And let me go through the comment. Let me go before we continue, so that you guys will not misunderstand me. Because once I mention the name of some people will say, you did not, you ignored my message. So I'm not taking you for granted, please. Sunny, I think that's where we stopped last time. And Victoria Olivia, I don't know who you are, but thank you for joining me. And Matu, I see you, Matu Ojich, I see you. You said more update on PM. Matu, I don't know if you are still here. Okay, Chuku Michael, God bless Simon, Ekpa, and Martin Americano, wherever they are. Thank you. And concerning our PM, okay, UB Fidelis is here. One day, good morning. Thank you, my dear. Thank you. Our language na Tokoto. John said, where is your steroid addicted criminal minister, Simon Ekberima? Tell Ekberima that Ifa Yoruba have been buried criminals. Did he tell you that Ifa Yoruba will not be buried? I don't understand. I have not seen PM commenting on his burial saying that he will not be buried. You guys are cooking up stories because you are. Don't worry, Fulani herdsmen is operating in the city, and you are not here bothered about how they bury Ifa Yoruba and the way some is. You call him Ekberima. I challenge you to mention one thing that he stole from you. You can't even say anything. What did he steal from you? You guys don't know the meaning of stealing. You don't know what Ekberima means, because you guys are. If I were you, I would say money for DNA. You need your DNA, because a real Igbo man will not say that. You don't just call somebody Ekberima. Do you know the meaning of Ekberima? He must have stolen something from you. But if I challenge you to tell me what he stole from you, if you can do that, that's okay. If Samuel Ekpa, let me tell you something. If Samuel Ekpa and Biafrans are killing our people, I will be the first person to condemn it. Like if they are killing people. But I cannot condemn, I cannot come out here and tell you that he's killing people when I know that it is security agents that are doing that because they want to retaliate. They just label youth, ESN or Biafran Army, just to fight them in retaliation of people who are actually dealing with them. So I don't know why our people are saying that. I don't understand. The same you guys are complaining about military. The same you guys. I am waiting to see any of you saying that, hey, thank God, Nigerian Army, I love the checkpoint in Opanam. I love the checkpoint in Otuanecha. I love the checkpoint in Enugu on the Expressway. I want to see most of you start making videos celebrating the checkpoint. If you can do that, then I will know that you actually know what. But as long as you guys are criticizing the checkpoint, saying that the army are doing this and doing that, the Nigerian army, Nigerian police, you guys are complaining about SARS. As long as you are doing all those things, okay, and you are against somebody who actually putting his action where he put his mouth, then it simply means that you yourself, you are a mad person. Your brain is not with you. Because I prefer somebody who actually celebrates Nigerian army, that what they're doing is an excellent job, that if the checkpoint in our land is best, the checkpoint has stopped our Fulani herdsmen to invade our land, the checkpoint has stopped kidnapping and whatever, what have you, and burning our village, our houses in our community is good. If you can say that, then I know that you actually know what you are saying, but you cannot come out and condemn the burning of houses by army. You condemn the kidnapping of how they facilitate the activities of people, of kidnappers and all that. At the same time, you are against somebody who actually doing something. It seems only a madman will do that. Like only a mad person, someone who don't have brain, will say what you guys are saying. If you say I'm wrong, please make it make sense to me, because I can't make any sense out of it. If I said, I don't understand what you said here. You say, my brother, keep it up. Okay, don't mind the one Nigerian people, all must help Biafra. Thank you. And Peter Okafor said, good morning from my side. From my side here. Okay, thank you, Peter. And somebody, okay, some of you said. Eze Amajoy said, Amajoy. Is it Amajoy? I don't know your surname. Good morning, brother. Good morning to you. And Exodus, Biafran Exodus. Greeting, Kai report, more grace and power to you. Great work. Thank you so much for your appreciation. And our brother Kruma is here. Kruma said, hit the like button. Please do. Hit the like button. It's very important. Also is here. Someone says, in 2 weeks, Nigerian will come. But remember, not from him, but for us, Biafra. After saying that, Fulani is now working. Master Makano was saying all those things in the past. And they said he's a one-man guy. The same people that now claim, oh yeah, release our brother, release our Oyendu. You guys were the same way you are dancing now. That was the same way you guys danced. If not that Biafran Prime Minister don't care about you going back and forward. He just put a structure that will last, even if he's here or not. If not, Fulani will just use the opportunity to, Fulani they don't forget easily. That is why you see army. Not normal. The army is not supposed to come after civilians, going to house to buy people, because they were being challenged by group of Biafrans. Normally they don't suppose, but being that they are Fulani don't. One thing you need to know about all these tribes, Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, we have one unique character. One of the characters of Fulani is that they don't forget something. If you buy Fulani, okay, which is bad, which is condemnable. I'm not saying you should buy anybody, please. But they will not forget that thing. Do you know that Biafran people, after they will tell 1967 Q, 1964 or 1966, whatever Q, that is in Zogo and his people, which they nickname Igbo Q. They have retaliated by our people in mass, but they still hold that against you today. So, for you to understand who you are dealing with, you see all these children that their birthday is 1997, 1998. they will be the one, because Hannah channel some features in their body. They think they're matured enough. They will come out and start telling you that nah, I forget if I had okay, same here. During the Los Angeles regime. Think about it now. How many years ago? They are now a child that someone that someone that was born on 2000. No, what am I even saying? 2009. 2000. And now what Bob and I woke up. Hands up one day on social media. They don't have who when I thought research than I buy. Nobody I know how to build a mansion, which is good. I'm not against it, but one thing you need to understand that sometimes allow somebody that have done the research to comment, not you. Okay, not you. So let me continue. And see, Tojo said, good job, my brother. This jinx has to be broken. Biafra is unstoppable. Hopefully, my dear. I hope your Biafran government will work to release someone in next 2 days. Emmanuel, I hope that you yourself will be free from Fulani herdsmen. Like I said, my prayer here, you are a partaker to that. All of you celebrating that. Fulani herdsmen. That's my prayer. I know the Fulani will come, and I love the way they have come instant without wasting much time. Because this will tell you that how eager they are. May you guys be a victim of that. May you be a partaker. God in heaven, allow them to taste the food they are cooking. May they rejoice in the midst of headers. May this potential ID camp that you guys are preaching, knowingly and unknowingly, may you be the first inhabitant of that IDP camp. May everything that genuine people willingly, intentionally working hard to protect our land that you guys are destabilizing in the name of your comment section and your utterances, may you be a partaker. If Biafran government in Exile and Biafran Prime Minister and Biafran Liberation Army are buying at people like you guys are saying, may you be exonerated. May you be free from that. What I'm saying now, I'm not saying it for saying sake. I'm saying it, and God in heaven, may this thing stand like I said. If you guys actually, what you are saying is true, that the Biafran army are the one burning houses in our villages, like we have seen, burning markets, our markets, going to people, kidnapping people like you guys are saying, and burying them alive like you guys are saying. If they're doing that, may whatever you are saying, may it come. May everything that you guys are saying, let it be like you said. But if at all is not, that these houses that we have seen many times on video, military burning a house, that like there's a video that I'm not going to share here where they hold chain bullets. Let me see if I have that. Let me see if I have that. I don't know if it is wise for me to play such video here. Please, have you people seen video where military personnel were using chain bullets, shooting in the houses, shooting in the people's compound? I don't know if how many of you have seen that? That looks like in a movie, but it is in real life. If that thing happened in real life and you guys are saying, what you're saying, Emmanuel Jr., if that video is real and you are saying what you're saying, may you and your household and your community be invaded, even if it's for 24 hours. May Fulani people, if you, I don't know where you're commenting from, whether you are home or abroad, but wherever you are, as long as people are fighting genuinely and you are here saying what you're saying, because I know you're an Igbo person, but if you're a Yoruba person, may your land, wherever tribe you come from, may your land be taken over forever. May you be the least in Africa. May your family be an example of decimation. Like whenever they define, whenever you check the meaning of definition of decimation and invasion, may your household be used as an example, Emmanuel's house. And you guys are very, very useless in life. I'm not here. You should be mindful of your comment. Any comment that I see here now, I will lay curse on you. I will do that because people are paying with their life, just to protect who they don't know. And you are here saying no manner of nonsense. You are here writing garbages, thinking that you are right to say anything you want to say. Is that propaganda have limits? But if you are a human being at all, you should be careful when blood is involved. All my videos, I keep on saying that I don't like anything killing. You think I love to see that in Nigeria I'm being killed? For what? These are people's husbands, people's brothers. I don't like to see it. You think have you ever seen me where I am jubilating of killing anybody? I don't do that because I know that this is not good blood, for crying out loud. We are talking about human life. How many months does it take to produce a human being? Then you start nurturing the person to the extent of that person become who he is. And only one trigger, the person is gone. And they think it's something that you need to, it's something that you can come here to celebrate. We understand what is going on. I watched a video of one of the Biafran Liberation Army saying that they're gauging Nigerian army. They're not hiding. They're not. They're not denying that they're not facing Nigerian army. And Nigerian army are also dealing with them. If you don't know this, if you don't know it, that they're also responding to them. People are dying for that. The aim is to stop Fulani, which every Nigerian, whether those who don't believe in the past, everyone have come to a realization that this is what everybody is facing. It's not as if your Igbo land is where they want to start it for the first time. It is almost in every corner now. And you are here trying to tell me where your prime minister. You think if you say prime minister, people will start fuming. Oh, how dare you to say that? No, that's not the issue. Remember, there's blood or lives attached to what you are saying. That is why you need to be very, very, very careful. I cannot come here and tell you, yeah, let us spy army, let us spy people. I'm not doing that. But are you going to full hand by you? You need to do you know what it means? Do you know what I'm saying? What you're talking about? Imagine because of death, happy go. No. Because if you don't go, you eventually die also. So what is the point of staying at home? You stay at home, the person will now knock on your door and choose which knife to use. But in the battlefield, the person will be struggling and you'll be struggling. Whoever that God will permit to live will live. That is why people decide to fight. Not because fighting is good. Nobody celebrates fighting. Nobody rejoices seeing people fighting. Nobody does that. Get it into your score. It's not about when people drive joy and seeing people being killed. Are we not human beings? What are you talking about? Nobody loves that. But when you don't fight, when you don't reply, when you don't defend yourself, your enemy will eventually come to your house. They will knock at your door, and they will not select which of the knife is good in your presence, and they will not choose how you will die. But the aim of the whole thing is that you will die. But how will you die is the reason why people are fighting, so that your enemy will not be the one to dictate how you will die. I don't know if you are following what I'm saying. I know you know, big one more your prime minister, Ukuk. And somebody, let me go back to the comment, because I you know, when I read comment like this, I feel this is one of the reasons why I don't want to read comment, you know, while making my broadcast, because some people are very senseless. This guy always defend the nonsense Ekpa is doing on social media. Emmanuel Gino said that I'm defending. Are you talking to me that I'm defending what he's doing? How? What is defense here? You can go to Eastern region and I know that you are from what I say, you are not the Igbo person. You are not Igbo. He said that this guy always defend. Defend. Do you know what it means by defend? I'm only telling you the reality. And if you said like if you said I'm defending that I always defend, what you should do is to say amen to what I pray for. Do you understand? Or reverse it. Reverse it by telling me that okay, that you are sure of what you are saying. Do you understand? That you are sure for what you are saying, and say your own. But you can't do that because you yourself know. Propaganda is normal. I'm not like, if you want to do propaganda, do propaganda. But when it has to do with people's life, you need to reconsider. You need to think twice. So now that Fulani people killed 3 people, they are no more now. Imagine if one of the 3 is you. What will your spirit be doing by now in the spiritual realm? Where will you be? Do you know how they will be crying? The spirit will be moving and, you know, struggling to live again. Do you know what you are talking about? What is the offense? If you don't value life, you can say what you want to say, but I'm telling you that you need to understand what you're saying. This one said, Abutunde said, Oga, you know there is a lot of bastard I don't understand. Are you in support or against? Your comment is somehow. Malaki said it is Igbo Efulefu, born before and known by enemy. Igbo before. I, maybe he's Igbo, but whoever the person, like I said, you see, even if you're Igbo, it's better. So that what I said we take in fact is very, 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 very well, because whether Fulani we have access with, some of you think that even if you think that okay, Babatunde seems to be in support. Okay, hopefully Babatunde is support. Hopefully, because I don't understand some people. You are against what military, not even in one thing you need to understand that even in the southwest, it is somehow manageable now because they are the one in government, right? So when are you as an Igbo man will be in government so that your society, your region will be manageable like the one in the southwest now? When it has been ruled out, meaning that removing Simon Ekpa, what happened in Zamfara, what happened in northeast, what happened in Benue will be a nursery aspect of it. Nursery, because you don't have anybody politically to save you. Not traditional group like Ohanes will save you. Not religious group like priests and pastors. They're not going to save you. The only person saving you is what's happening to you. And if you come here and say that I'm saying it's out of defending Simon and Dafran, then you are lying to yourself. You are lying, because I don't defend somebody. Someone can defend himself. And this court case in Finland will prove that to you. We are watching, right? This is the same way you guys celebrated the arrest of the potential deportation or extradition of Amaka in Canada. Have you forgotten that you guys were celebrating hosting program just like you're doing it now? That he will be sent back, he will send that. The same time never stop that. Not Ohaneze, not P2B, not governor, not DOS, not Mazam kind of brothers and sisters and the wife, not even my good eye. Are you following what I'm saying? None of them. It was Simon Ekpa that happened to be the savior of Amaka today in Canada. By now, Amaka would have been facing court. Are you hearing Amaka and Abidare, the lady that was using Amaka to shine? That enough is enough. Calling for killing of 183 group is forbidden. Igbos are taking too much. Let them bring her back. All of you were just few weeks ago, and all of you guys have forgotten. And you are here telling me that you're in support of something, but you are worse than bandit. You are worse than terrorist. Fulani, I'm not. I keep on saying that. When I saw videos of people being murdered in the Oduduwa land in their farmland, farmers in their own ancestral land, somebody go down and murder that man. There was a man in I think in Ondo who paid ransom to Fulani. Like he have already paid money to them. Why? Because they claim that the man is what did they say? No, sorry. Fulani paid him. The man said that the man called Amoteku, okay, to Amoteku and Yoruba politicians and they support with the army. They questioned Fulani that your Oga, your cow destroyed these crops. They asked the owner of the farm, how much are you going to pay? The man said, Fulani did not argue, they paid the money to the man. The man was hoping that everything had been settled. 2 days later, after Fulani paid the man, just to pay for the crop that their cow destroyed, they keep on monitoring the man when he comes to that farm again. What do? They kill that man in his farmland. You remember what I told you? They don't forget. They are known for revenge. That Fulani did not prevent anything to you is that because your eyes are always open to understand what they're doing, to follow their footsteps, they mean to follow them closely so that they're not gonna do more. After paying this man for what he's rightfully deserved as a farmer in Oduduwa land, they paid the man the money, and few days later, they went to his farm, targeting when the man will go to his farm, and murdered him in cold blood. I am asking you, are you going to tell me that I'm defending somebody on that one? So to you, it's good. It's good to buy a farmer. Oduduwa man in his own God-given land, you buy him. Now, you don't talk about it. Do you? No. You don't. It's normal. From the dead is dead. Let us bury him. Every living soul is a potential corpse. If you don't know, you yourself that is celebrating when people die, whenever you don't take it, you don't mind being your own may follow. Your own name today. It's not about your tribe or where you come from. I also watched a video of the same bandit and terrorist beating a Fulani woman. Maybe a Fulani Hausa woman, but a woman carrying her child on her back. They were kicking the person, hitting the person. Do you want to see your mother to be tortured like that? Is that what you want? Because if all this you are saying, you know what you are promoting. Be careful of what you are promoting. Okay, you think that Igbo land is everywhere is okay. We just want to separate. Is that what you think? You are dreaming. When Master Kano was shouting that they are coming, that this is what people are going to face, do you believe that it will happen truly? The answer is no. All of you don't believe that. Now that you have seen it playing out, how you do is a prophet. He's a prophet. He's not a prophet for everybody. A man of people. When you will know that the love that they are proclaiming about Master is to eliminate Samonekpa. If now that Samonekpa is not is not active, if no other person step in to carry on, what will happen in Igbo land will happen to the extent that most of you will turn back and start praising Samonekpa. That when Samonekpa they will start fighting each other because the reality of what Samonekpa is stopping will be very clear to some of you that are blind. Then you know that those ones that initiated the idea of attacking him and looking for him are actually your number one enemy. Just like somebody asked, is it a coincidence that after the removal of Samonekpa in the picture, for now, it did not take how many hours? Fulani have recorded 3 people and others injured. Tomorrow is Sunday. You don't know, maybe your church, they will come. Maybe your church where your mother, your people are worshiping, they may go there. So don't celebrate nonsense. Don't celebrate nonsense. You can never tell. All this thing that you guys are saying and making it look like everybody is this and that. You should be careful of this. You should be careful of that. My dear, now let me just touch on the issue of Mayegu before we end. I watched a video of Mayegu. Why I'm actually trying to discuss about Mayegu is that it is good that everybody is now bringing out their true color. I love that. Mayegu decided to distance himself for anything that has to do with Biafran and IPB and Simon Ekpa in particular. I remember when he hosted his platform and they were kind of exchanging ideas, all of a sudden he started shouting after the kidnapping of Master. He started shouting, "No, I'm not a freedom fighter." We know that he is not. He was trying to. He's a content creator, of course. Everybody is a content creator, but when PM moved from content creation to an activist, it did not go down well with Mayegu. You understand? It did not go down well with him, and he started pretending that he just want to focus to talk about Nigeria to keep on moving with what he want to do. When Oduduwa people started knocking on his door to advocate for their freedom before the coming of Tinubu under Buhari. He declared that he's not fighting for anybody. He made that stand clear, and I love him for that. Not like those of our brother in the US who actually want to be like Mayego, but in disguise or putting their name as an activist. So that's the way I score Mayego on that. To be real, like I myself, I have told you many times, I am not fighting for anybody. I'm not even your leader. I'm not an activist. I don't even believe that they will have any activists apart from Nnamdi. I have to see your activities before I start calling you an activist. What I'm doing here is to analyze what is going on. That's what I'm doing. I'm not here I'm an activist. I'm recording. I'm fighting for this. I'm fighting for no. I'm not. That's why I don't call for any violence. I don't initiate the idea, but I have every right to tell you that what I'm seeing is good or what I'm seeing is bad. If you don't have the brain to differentiate this thing, then it's your problem. It is your problem. Even if let's assume that I want to be an activist, for example, I cannot undermine the work of Master Kano and undermine the work of Samuel and claim that I'm an activist. You cannot be an activist by sharing what activity is doing. You are not activist. Your activism is not enough for me. That is why I don't record and I don't see anybody. Like as I'm saying this today, what I'm saying now is anybody in Biafran government in Exile cabinet, I don't see any of them yet as an activist. Until your work will prove otherwise. Before, I don't see Simon Ekpa, Biafran Prime Minister, as an activist. Until I start seeing his work. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's not about that I hate anybody or I don't like anybody. No. Your work will make me to push you there, to see you that yes, this is what you're doing. Koiki, I see Koiki as an activist. Why? Because despite that the president of Nigeria is from his tribe, he still maintains his stand. That's what an activist, what they do. Not P2B, let's just go and vote, my people. Then you put the Biafran flag on your back. You are not an activist. An activist don't have, they don't easily negotiate. Like DOS are so eager to negotiate with every ghost, every shadow. They want to do that. An activist is not known for that. A freedom fighter is not known for that. If you can be negotiating with any, to me, I don't want to use derogatory word. I wanted to say something that some of you may not like, but you understand what I'm saying. So let us not start glorifying anybody. So now, Mayego want to contribute because now Samuel who may watch his video, he felt that he cannot watch his comment because some of them are not saying and celebrating now. They are doing it in thinking that PM is not going to watch the video later, or maybe they don't believe that he is going to survive. He will not come out in life, come out again. Few years back, when Masakan was kidnapped, we also feel the same way that it is over. Everyone should go home. Nigerian government don't learn from their mistakes because they always look for shortcuts. That's why they keep on committing error. Even if you know that to stop this agitation is very, very easy and cheap than what is causing them to do what they're doing now. To stop the agitation, it is very easy to stop it than to do what they're doing now. And number one way to stop it, which is why I'm saying this, because I know it's not possible. It is not possible because the mentality and the idea and the knowledge will never allow them to do that. One is to accept that Igbo speaking tribe, their life matter, that they are part and parcel of the organization that you build, that you call country now. That is that they are part and parcel of it by giving them back all the land that you have carved out to other states. That's number one. Number two, giving them chance to operate, to live and let's live. To know that an Igbo land is open for everybody to come and live decently. That means Davido of this world buying land and building house in Igbo land. That is to say, governor of Oyo State having house in any state in Igbo land. You understand what I'm saying? Sultan of Sokoto having land and his house, his residential home in Igbo land. Dangote of this world having a state of his own in Igbo land. These are things, development that you need to bring. That will make people to see, okay, this country is our own. That when you look at Tunde is living in Igbo land, just like every other person lives in Lagos. When you see Abubakar is living in Igbo land, just like every other person lives in the Kaduna. But in a situation whereby, when you look back, you see that not even 2-bedroom flat is owned by any northerner. That you can say that this house, one house, is that in GRA in Enugu State, you have in GRA in Arre, you have that. You don't see those things. But every prominent man, business owners in Igbo land have house in one or two places in outside Igbo land. So when you want to analyze it, you will find out that, look, you're on your own, that nobody is actually with you. All these things that they are saying is just for saying sake. Mayegu made a comment that I find it offensive. And that comment is that Simon Ekpa, that he loves attraction so much. He loves attraction. One thing you need to understand that one of the ways to seek for attention is that attraction. You have to create something that will make people to hear about you, to listen to you. And that thing is what PM is doing. Master Kano did it. That was a broadcast that he made where he said, Master Kano said that if there's any, that he loves to create this kind of argument and banter and maybe, something that maybe to start discussing about him, about IPV. That even if there's any other problem, if there's no problem, that he will create one. He said that not that he's a problem creator or he loves to make problems. That is seeking attention. But my ego upon all your grammar and your skills to analyze something, which I admire so much. This one you failed woefully. You failed like never before. You cannot undermine the work of freedom fighter. They are different. The life of a freedom fighter is different from content creator. You are a content creator. You are not an activist. You are not a freedom fighter. Don't compare your life with their own life. A freedom fighter must have this idea of, have a way of creating something that will make people to say, wow. If you don't do that, nobody will hear from you. It is that attraction that we are talking about that made Nigerian news and media today, that anything that PM posts, Vanguard will carry it, Daily Post will carry it. That is the attraction. This is something that IPOB was looking for. Master Kano said that they are waiting for him to start paying them money to publish. The time will come when they will force to. They will have no choice than to do that. Then, that time Master Kano said that if Nigerian media carry anything about IPOB, Nigerian communication, whatever they call that, we sanction their media platform, that TV station or radio station. It was that bad that they're going to go after, giving them sanction, or in some cases they will charge them to pay so amount of money. Otherwise, they will take their license away from them. But now, everybody is now carrying, even cough or sneeze from PM, they will report it, which was not like that before. It is that attraction that you are criticizing. Like the one whom I played his voice here. He said that it was the contribution of fundraising that people made for ESN that helped Samnepa to stop Fulani herdsmen in all those places. That is accolade, right? But now, the same people who have benefited in one way or another from the fundraising by protecting the land and fighting back to stop Fulani invasion and killing of women and children, which we all condemn, they are the one now on social media telling you that everything that Simon Ekpa is doing, what he's saying, is abomination. That fundraising is not a crime. Imagine DOS who have formed their group, make every zone is paying them money monthly, are the one publicly criticizing fundraising. What is fundraising? Is it not that contribution they're talking about? They are not, and Master Namukana's family are not helping matters. It is now clear to me that one of the things they're doing is to make sure that it's all about money going to their pockets. And I would like somebody who happens to be close to them to summon courage and tell us truly how they have been managing money that those people are contributing in IP. Because from what Master Prophet is saying and the Master Takano, in all this fight between them, it simply means that all this while money was going to wrong hand. All this while. That's my belief, that's my take. I'm not saying that I verify this, that's what I believe. So another thing that Maigo said that caught my attention is where he mentioned that IPOB was built as a non-violent organization. That Simon Ekpa decided to be violent. That he was celebrating everything and blah, 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 blah. I was also like that before. I was wondering. But when I hear the explanation from PM, I fold my hands. I don't think that Simon Ekpa, Biafran Prime Minister, is stupid. I don't think he's stupid enough to celebrate or share some information, some videos and pictures of what is going on in our land, okay, just because he drives on that. He did not share the picture of our people, Biafran soldiers, paying, dying, being murdered by Nigerian soldiers. He did not share those videos. He shared the pictures of the reply of them. That is why for some of you celebrating that they're going to nail him in the court and do this. You don't know the picture and videos you also have of Nigerian government activities on Biafran soldiers. What he wanted to see is what you see. And he was posting all those things for people's morale and the spirit to be there. I understand that. Do you really think that there's no record of Nigerian army killing anybody from different division army? I don't think so. Personally, I don't believe that it is. And he's not expecting to come on social media to start posting those videos as commander, as leader of the group, as the prime minister of the government minister, to start posting those ones just to please you, to balance, to justify what he's doing. No, he knows that this day will come. He knows that this day will eventually come. But for him to post those things simply means that he have higher evidence against. That's why celebration and celebrating is good. At least it will make your high BP to normalize. You know, joy is one of the key. Joy and laughter, happiness is one of the things that gives people a good life and a good health. So enjoy that. At least enjoy that so that your health will be good for you and your family. So this is what I can tell you. Maigu got it wrong. You understand? You know, ndị were gwụ gasị na onye na-anọghị ebe a nọ n'ozu bụ ịbọji ozu obido n'ụkwụ. Normally supposed to be done easy with ozu, but if you don't know, simply means that you don't know what you are saying, but you think that as long as you can move your tongue in your mouth and you speak, you can say anything, and that's freedom of speech. I'm not calling for anybody's head, but let us understand that life of Fulani, life of everybody matter. Life is life, whether you are whoever you are. Life is, but don't bring ideology that we have to pay our life for you to, actualize that your ideology to our land. The ideology of Fulani is to invade and to take. So you cannot be doing that and expect us to say, okay, just come on. It's not good at all. Brother, leave Maigu for now. Maigu equals to Afonja. If Awolowo that made the 5 majors execute the 67 coups that was themed Igbo coup could sell out because of ordinary Minister of Finance, then who is Mayego? This is super revelation. You just nailed it, my brother. You just nailed it. And some of us are still, questioning the whole thing without knowing that what you just said now, carry weight. It's a very good thing, and I love the way you explained it. So, my people, we have come to an end of this live broadcast. We have spent 2 hours. This is one of the highest minutes or hours that you have spent on this channel. And please, whether you are watching now or you're going to watch later, please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like this video and tell me what you think about what we have discussed so far. Do you agree or disagree? Stand on something that is good. Don't always, anything, and always condemn violence and evil, because life of people matters a lot. Okay? God bless you all and see you again. Bye-bye for now.